made some pretty serious progress in the main story, including a side story that took us to Fogville. We made it back to the town. We made it back to Ark, only to have to be told to go back to Fogville to get something. And now we are here in what I believe is called like the Crystal Palace or something like that, or we're very nearby somewhere called the Crystal Palace. And we are heading into a place called the Living Temple.
The Crystal Forest.
Crystal Forest.
Beautiful, isn't it? The temple should just be a few miles up the hill.
Commander Aaron called this temple the Living Temple.
It's
Why
an
is that?
legend. Apparently this temple has some kind of consciousness, so to speak. That's also the reason for the weird vegetation around here.
I see. Let's get going. I think we're supposed to head up into here. Past these frost atronachs. What are my current spells? I have 2 level 3 death breaths out. Let's get that set up going. No magic, but they had a lot of health, so that's good. They are completely empty. There's also next to no reason for me to do anything to their bodies after that. I'm not going to take a mana fungi, but I am going to drink some wine. King mead will also do. I do want to discover this place. There we go. Is Jaspar just not following me? Like, why is he not? That off the path for you? He's just not moving. Like that, this is the direction we have to go. This is the path. He's just refusing to move. Technically, that's the path. But I took a desire path. The AI in this it's still a mod. You know, I can marvel at it all day, but at the end of the day, this is still a mod, and so there are still going to be situations like that. But, you know, it happens. So I was gonna say, is that going to be more mana fungi? I've been kind of chewing through those faster than I would like to. A couple of those. Rock solid. And some ghost wrappings. Those are actually useful for something if I remember correctly. I can't remember exactly what, but they are good for something. I just can't 100% remember. Alright, can I absorb you? Can I devour your soul? No. Since there was no body to desecrate, there is no soul to absorb. Something is laying into me hard. It says the Crystal Spectre, but I don't 100% know. Because the Crystal Elemental is strong, but not that strong. Now, luckily, I can devour his soul, though. He provides me with a lot of HP and stamina. A hard time believing I'll be able to devour the other souls. But hey, if the Crystal Elementals keep me supplied with HP, then that's fine. Nope, can't devour that carcass. Reset up here. Oh, Jaspar just showed up suddenly. That's beneficial. But there are a lot of things in here. Rock solid for a second. Really chunk my way through this elemental. Hard to tell where those things are sometimes.
What? Haven't had enough yet? As you wish.
There's still something alive back here. Alright, we good? Let's see here. I want to devour this guy. Yoink.
Huh?
And there should be one more in here. And back up to full. I need to remember that I can do that during combat too. I just forget. Like, it's actually a pretty easy way to regenerate my health during combat is to absorb souls. That gold? Oh, it's moonstone, which is nice, except I threw away my pickaxe. Oh, fuck. Can I avoid having to fight this mammoth? Or am I gonna have to kill this mammoth? I think I can avoid killing him now.
Well, well, that was quicker than expected. Did you find the gem?
Yes.
Show me. Well, I'll be damned, that's the one. Then I suppose it's time for me to tell you some things about the temple. Maybe you've already heard the Enderalian legend about this place. It's said that this temple is alive, and that the entire forest is some kind of sensory organ of it. Heareth his whispers, sung from the trees, dreadeth his gaze, blah blah blah, you get the idea. Though most folk legends are superstitious nonsense, this one has a true core. The temple does indeed have a consciousness of some sort. That has, however, less to do with some suicidal lover's tragic fates, but with a Pyrian defense mechanism. The Stone Heart.
Cool. So the stone heart makes the temple what? Come alive? How does that work?
It works because the Pyreans found a way to conjoin something immaterial with a human soul. That doesn't need to be a building like it is here. It can also be a sword or an amulet.
That's enchanting.
The bound ones, as those whose consciousness was transferred were called, suffered atrocious pain during the ritual, but when it worked, they practically achieved immortality.
I guess an enchanted
Well,
weapon's a little bit different.
It's a fate, yeah. But we all know that with the right religious blathering, humans can be convinced to do just about anything. However, don't get the wrong idea. These bindings were unusual. Not every Pyrean had a relative living in his frying pan, so to speak. Only a very few arcanists, mainly those of the Ishian caste, were able to perform them. In other words, bound places or objects were extremely rare. This temple is one of them.
So in other words, there is a Pyrean consciousness resting in that temple.
I doubt that it's resting. Witnessing the downfall of one's own civilization, and since then being forced to hang around in an extinct world, hardly has a positive effect on one's sanity. But we'll see. Go ahead. Put the gem in the socket over...
What socket? This socket.
Perfect. Then let's go, and keep your weapons ready. The train will be the lowest level of the temple, at least if Mushishi's theories are true.
Spooky spirit bridge.
One question, Meister Firespark. Why me?
Why what?
This is the third time that you've hired me. And my pay isn't exactly humble. Why?
What do you want to hear? A love song? You're a drunkard and a scrounger. But you do
So many
your work.
ores and I can't do anything with them.
These gods' lands will be the day of
I'd like to see that.
where it has to trigger the next trap.
You just sort of stood up here while we killed those dudes. However, these dudes do have rune weaponry, which is nice. Oh fuck, they've got a giant. They've got a fucking giant. How am I supposed to compete with that? Most of these I killed don't have any mana, which sucks. Oh, there's so many ores here, but I don't have a pickaxe because I fucking disintegrated mine. Surely I'll find a pickaxe in here, right? Like, they won't just, like, not give me another pickaxe. Just because we're a little bit later in the game. Like, that's not going to be a thing. Whoops. I meant to do this. Alright, big guy. Let's see what you're all about. Okay, yep. I cannot, absolutely cannot let that guy get close to me. Instantaneous death. Yeah, none of these lost ones have any mana, which really sucks. Well, from our position up here, or maybe I can, I don't know, drop something on them? That guy is obviously tough as hell. I gotta figure out how to get rid of him. Is there any way to the very tippy top of this thing? Like, maybe I can, snipe from the top? No. This is the closest I can get to a sniping position. F5 to quick save really quick. Going to end very badly for me. Maybe he can't fit through the door. Oh, he can't fit through the door. He sure as shit can half health my soil elemental in one slam. So I'm essentially stuck on this side of that guy. Okay. Good distraction. Absorb some health. Okay. I still have to deal with Rumpelstiltskin out here, though. And I do not know why I called him that. It felt appropriate. It feels like my best bet is just going to be to spam some form of death spark at him. Maybe draw him out by standing around this side. Because he's dumb. Yes! Okay, cool. I got the other guys involved and they helped. Blood-stained Warhammer. Damn. Quite the piece. Okay, but we're good. We got rid of the big guy. And that was the most dangerous part of this entire section. So yeah, there should be some ectoplasm around here somewhere from where I drained that other guy. There we go. Okay. Cleared. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to check that massive chest again. Gotta head back over there to get to the massive chest. I don't care too terribly much about the other stuff, but I do care about that, like, I don't care about the arrows and stuff, but I do care about collecting the soul gems and stuff. Even if I really haven't done a whole lot of enchanting on this playthrough. Even if I haven't done a whole lot, my brain still says you gotta collect those things. I'm behind a lot of minerals because I still don't have a... Oh, wonderful. There's more of you.
What? Haven't had enough yet?
I lost the body. You do not need to be running in the front, Firespark. I'm gonna say that now. Lord of the Lost Ones. What is this? Firespark?
A junction. Seems that we have to... wait a moment. There's something written here. Chuijara nem Yoresa nem Candila Pyara. Interesting.
Yes?
I'm translating. Lashery could do a better job with that. Age takes its toll, I suppose, but I think that means something like the warrior, the wise man, and the dark one together wield the light. Ah, and look at the inscription above the doorways. Chuijara, Hjoresa, Gandila. The warrior, the wise man, and the dark one.
Sounds to me that there's something we need at the end of each of these tunnels to go further. To the light, whatever that is.
Brilliant deduction. That means we have to split up. Do you see the pressure plates in front of the doors? To me, it looks as if each of us has to stand on one to open the gates. I should take the path of the wise man. What about you, Joseph?
The warrior?
Good. That leaves you the path of the dark one. Off we go then. We'll meet again.
I kind of figured
at
I was going to be the
light.
warrior.
Come on.
Considering he's kind of a
step on the
roguish
pressure
type.
plates.
Then again, I am also the Sinistrope, so that makes sense. I do wield dark magics.
My door's open. Constantine?
Mine too. Then let's go.
I would not have counted myself as one of the dark ones, but you know. Please let me absorb your soul. Yes! And they provide mana. Hell yes. Perhaps this was the path meant for me. Oh sweet, another level up. Let's take mana. And now I can get the thing that lets my summons stay longer. So I won't have to resummon my soil elemental quite as often. Let's see here. I believe that's Mystical Call, right? Yep. The next time I'll be able to get Bone Judge. Or I should probably start work on getting more into Blade Dancer stuff. I've already got tier 2 of that. Tier 2, when attacking with one-handed weapon, your critical hit. Another. Now, there's a couple of things in that tree that would be worth it, but for now, I'm just happy to be able to summon for longer. See here, yeah, summon Soil Elemental now for 126 seconds. As opposed to the regular time frame. So whenever I summon him, I get 2 minutes of his service. Let's go ahead and drink some wine. And eat some roasted pheasant. That'll help out. Oh boy. I think that's where I need to go, but let's double check up there first. Maybe not immediately head down the deep, dark, dank hallway. There's something up here that I can do, maybe. Well, there's some health potions and the Spellbreaker. And some wine. Nice. I'll take the wine. I have a feeling this is going to be an ongoing issue of mine. Which is to say that I'm carrying too much stuff now. Spellbreaker is kind of cool. Hey, Shelly, welcome out to the stream. When blocking with the shield, it creates a magical ward that absorbs 33 damage. Increases your mana by 15 points. So Spellbreaker is actually fucking useful. On my character build, that's actually really good. I need to drop some weight, though. Hey, Starlo. I didn't even know you were here. Just lurking. That's fine. I don't mind lurkers in the slightest. Am I carrying... Oh, that's my problem. I'm carrying all of my bullshit from... Yeah, that's gonna weigh me down by a good margin. Let's... Spectral chest, because I think that should be clear at this point. Yeah. I can at least load up the spectral chest with a couple of things. There we go. Hey, Yoshi-kun, welcome out to the stream. Just finished your morning broadcast? Nice. How did it go? What game were you playing? Was that everything up there? I think it was. But Spellbreaker's a good find, actually. Given my playstyle, Spellbreaker's actually a great find. Please don't fall into the dangerous pit. Please do not fall into the dangerous pit. Okay. Spellbreaker. Hell yeah! How many of you fuckers are there? I want to devour souls, please. Where's my devour soul? Why is it missing? Am I silenced or something? Am I not allowed to use my talents right now? What's going on? I have no clue why it's not letting me use my stuff, but okay. Fortnite, no new followers or viewers, but I ended up the stream with a 14 kill game. Nice! I am terrible at games like that. I've never been good at battle royales. I almost always die near instantly, or nothing happens the entire game, and then I die as one of like the top 3 people having never killed anybody the entire game. Those are the only 2 outcomes that I get are those 2. Okay, well I now have my Devour Soul back. Maybe I can... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, those wisps don't exactly have a lot of HP. Tried to get into it. Tried to get into it, but I couldn't. Yeah, like I'm incredibly jealous of people that could get into like battle royales in general, because like I tried. I'm just not much of a PvP kind of person. You can ask Shelly. Like anytime that I'm playing Destiny and he goes, all right, and to get this exotic or its thing, you gotta go into Crucible. I just balk every time. I'm like, great, I have to go into Crucible now. I hate it every single time, and it's not like it's not the end of the world. It really isn't, and I shouldn't be that like I shouldn't be that apprehensive about doing stuff, but I am. Like it's not. It feels bad to me. Just like it's hard for me to play. These things suck. Do I have lightning resistance anywhere? Yeah, there we go. That sucked. But hey, we were able to get through. Hey, Bubba Jean, welcome out. Everybody's showing up today. Hold on. I understand that you're actually just a wisp mother, and so like you're designed to fight alongside your children, but simultaneously I'm going to destroy you. Yeah. Got done with my third hour. Third hour of what? Well, I only just started playing about a half an hour ago, so no, in accident. Oh, no, in accident. Okay, just got done with my third hour. Third hour of what? There's a trail of fire on the floor. Does stepping on that hurt? I'm not gonna go that way. I used to be ass at Battle Royale games, but it was either get good or go back to getting my butt handed to me in fighters. Also fair. Okay, well, very clearly I have no clue what's going on there, so I'm just gonna walk through it. I was trying to be good about not getting hit, but you get hit twice and you're like, alright, well that no longer matters. This definitely feels like a way forward, so I'm going to check that other area. Anyone help me? I've been trying to blow myself for hours and it isn't happening. I can't bend like that. What was the whole thing with Marilyn? I know it's not real, but Marilyn Manson, like, there was a joke whenever I was a kid that he, like, removed a rib. Also, maybe try having a bigger dick. I don't know, that sometimes helps. Oh, fuck, that was bright. That was not needed in this particular part of the tunnel, I guess. Oh, so you're what the light is leading to. Oh, fuck. Okay, well. Well, that was rude. I do still want to see what's in that chest, though. I think I might be able to reach it without falling in. $14 pennies. Cool. Yeah, heard about that. I'll remove the ribs. Your dick is 2-inch hard. That might be your more prevailing problem. That reminds me. I don't know why that reminded me, but there was a thing where in order to get saved, like a guy's, like they had to like cut a guy's dick off to like save him from a car crash or something, and so they were going to take one of his fingers and use it to replace the dick. And I just, like, my brain just goes, Could you use an arm or something? Like, something bigger? Like, I don't need my left arm. I don't use it that much. I'll figure it out. Like, but... Give me something bigger. Like, I think they were trying to use his pinky finger, and I was just like, oof. Come on, man. That was a while ago. Oh, hey, Jaspar. I don't trust you being here.
There you are. Where is Bushybeard, though? Have you seen him somewhere?
No, but I heard a scream earlier in the tunnel.
A scream? But... wait. Do you hear that?
Wait, there's a adept book on top of it. I'm going to sell that book because I don't use light armor, but, you know. Found 3 additional pennies through my lockpicking skills. Nice.
He got here before we did, but he didn't wait. Why the heck would he do that?
Because he's got a secret. What's your favorite Van Halen song? Oh, I gotta remember, because I do like Van Halen, but like that era of music, there's so many of those bands that just blend together to me. Let's see here. Because they were the ones that did Jump, right? Let's see here. I do like Jump, yeah. Let's see here, but I don't think that's my favorite one of theirs. I also really like Panama. Let's see here. I think my favorite of theirs is Panama, but I also do like Jump. I don't know why, but I get them, and I know this sounds ridiculous, but I get them, Journey, and Boston mixed up.
Not really, no. Come on, let's take a look.
I like all 3 of those bands, but they came in a point in my life when, like, or I discovered them in a point in my life. They came in a point before my life. But I discovered them in a point in my life when I just, like, liked music and I couldn't really... They all kind of sounded like they didn't have, Oh, this doesn't bode well in the slightest.
What the heck?
Shijara Nem Lohem Sharatha. She showed me. She showed me. She showed me all.
What are you talking about? Who showed you what?
The temple. She let me look through the window of time, and I saw it. All of it. The high ones, the light, the burnt flesh everywhere.
Saw the high ones?
Yes, and they're with us here and now, everywhere and always. And no matter what we do, we can't hide. Do you understand? We can't.
My sir, you're not yourself. Just calm down and we can...
No, stay away from me. You don't understand.
There's nothing but a rabid dog. Put him down. I feel like that's probably going to be what we're about to have to do.
She's so sad. So sad and so full of wrath because we chose to close our eyes rather than see. Because we refuse to understand.
Understand what? You're not making any sense.
That it's us. We are sin. Don't you see? And there's only one way to end it.
No, no! Put that away! This is madness!
Madness? What we do is madness. This is the only way to break the cycle. One glance was enough to understand her suffering. To understand that there's no other solution than ultimate death. One day, you will understand that. You too, fleshless one. And now, we have to die. It won't change much, but maybe it will make her just a little happier. Forgive me. But why?
That was... What the heck? Why by the wise hermit would he do that? His
Is that the
eyes.
Crimson Madness?
I've never seen anything like that.
Maybe the High Ones took control
You
of
mean
him?
he was possessed? I don't know. I always thought the possessed have a red shimmer in their eyes when it gets bad. He didn't. And what was that talk about making her happy? Did he mean the temple? My. This doesn't get better. We'll need to tell the Order about it. Now, let's push on. At least we should find this train. We owe Firespark that much.
Didn't we at least bury him?
Yeah, you're right. Come on, let's find a shovel. Or something like that.
I've got a shovel.
What now?
Let's push on. We need to find that other train.
Such chaos.
Let's see here. I want to eat. Do I have any roasted meat anymore? The cooked meat is better for healing than uncooked meat. Put him down.
Nature
Wow.
takes back what belongs to her. Let's hope the tunnels train aren't flooded too.
Hey, there's some mud morels up ahead. Even though the man tries to kill you, he still deserves a proper burial. Nobody deserves, like, nobody deserves to just be left high and dry. It's just not right. Now, granted, I do spend a good amount of time devouring the souls of my enemies, but that guy wasn't an enemy, he was just touched in the head. A danger to everyone around him.
Wait, I know that smell. Stay here.
Oh, what smell?
Where did we find Yarrow's wife?
In his father's house in the cellar. Why are you asking?
Then it really is you.
What? Who else would I be?
Good question. Best you take a look for yourself. I'll wait here.
Oh boy. First off, it's cold as hell in here, so I'm putting on my robe. Ah, much better. I could feel the pain settling in all directions. Whoa! That's me and my friend.
So, any explanations?
This must be an illusion.
An illusion? Yes, of course. Created by this bloody temple. Or maybe even the High Ones. Yes, of course. That must be it. They're trying to confuse us. By the wise hermit, they'll do just about anything, won't they? This is just wrong. This is crazy. Ugh. Well, working with you is definitely an experience, to say the least. We should push on, find that stupid train. I just want to get out of this place as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that's my player character that I made. And this is my best friend whenever we were stuck on the boat. I'm guessing that's a music box. So what that tells me is that this place knows who I am. Yeah, it's been the theme for pretty much any time something particularly spooky has been going on in this game. Ah, motherfucker. Two of the big guys. Two of the big guys. Out of mana. You still have rock solid on, right? Yep. Good. The other ones left me alone. Cool.
Bullseye. Seems like the water spared the train. It's beautiful in a way, don't you think? I bet every Arcanist would give his left hand just... get a look at it. We're about to use it. Seems to me that we first have to open this gate and reactivate the mechanism that powers this place.
I think the game crashed. Oh, come on. Don't actually crash on me. I don't know where my last autosave was. Yeah, it's fully stopped. I think it's because I ate too many souls. Yeah, that last soul was particularly chunky, wasn't it? Well, give it a second. We'll load back up and see where we were. I got this robe years ago. I can't even remember when I got this robe, but it's been very nice to have during cold weather months. Because okay, so I'm right here, so that's actually not terrible. Basically summon that guy. Then sprint past these guys before they have a chance to do anything against me. Get down here. Yep. Need a mana fungi. Bring some wine. Chug a couple of potions. Couple of those, and then focus and death breath. All right.
Bullseye. Seems like
Quick
a
save.
It's beautiful in a way, don't you think? I bet every Arcanist would give his left hand just to get a look at it. And we're about to use it. Only thing left to do now is find out how. Seems to me that we first have to open this gate and reactivate the mechanism that powers this place. I'll take a look around. Try and find something that lets us open the gate. This is crazy. Just crazy.
Let's see here. Oh. Don't break the game, Devouring Soul. That's one lever down. Oh, I'm still technically in combat with the big guy up there. I think it's fading out before it's actually hitting him. If I can get him down here and get Jaspar to attack him. I may be in good shape here. There we go, Jaspar's going into attack. Couple of those potions. Death breath back on. Focus. It's my most damaging ability, but it's also it's my most damaging ability, but if they get close to me, I'm basically dead. I don't need another bloodstained warhammer. However, I could use your soul. Quick save. Devour soul. Okay. Here's a lever. Third lever. Oh, these are turning on lights. Okay. Fourth lever. I hear more monsters moving. Whoops, that was Devour Soul. I meant to use focus. Oh well. How about instead I do this? If you're gonna fight that one, I'm gonna move on. All right. Well then, everything's all nice and lit up now. Can we get on the train? Where's Jaspar? There he is. I do like that they just, like, kept Spellbreaker in the game. Like, they didn't even rename it. They didn't even change anything that it did. They just kept Spellbreaker in the game. Exactly as it was. Wait on the bench? Oh. If it ain't broke. Yeah, but they at least, like, renamed them. Like, they didn't even rename it. They still called it Spellbreaker.
Ta-da! Yes, I'm amazing. I know that. If being a merc doesn't work out in the long run, maybe I'll ask the Order to hire me as an expert on Pyrean railways. But no guarantee this thing won't drive us right into the next abyss. Anyway, I guess even with this thing, it should be a while till we arrive. Let's make ourselves comfortable.
There's really nothing else to see in here. These look horribly uncomfortable to be rode for long periods of time.
Sorry for the drama back there at the house. I guess I just didn't know what to make of the situation.
I wonder what you would have done if I hadn't known the answer. Killed me?
No idea. And please, save the subtle accusations, okay? If I reacted somewhat inappropriately, I'm sorry. But hey, I'm not the one whose corpse is lying around in some old ruin. Sorry about that. I'm a little on edge right now. No offense intended. If the High Ones were planning to confuse us, they definitely succeeded. We really should tell the Grand Master about this. And about what happened to Constantine. Still, we can't allow this to get inside our heads too much. What matters right now is the mission. And at least it stays exciting. Two daring adventurers who have gotten themselves into something they don't even remotely understand are plundering ancient ruins in search of treasure. Don't laugh, but this reminds me a little of my past, of my childhood.
How so?
Not the part including mysterious corpses and crazed mages, of course. My sister and I, when we were young, we always used to go exploring the caves near our manor. Father always gave us a good scolding when he got wind of it. But of course, that didn't keep us from doing it again.
You have a sister? You have a manor?
Right. Because I never told you. Adila and I are not exactly close these days anyway. Probably because we lost our bond somehow, after our father died.
Prematurely, I take it.
Yes, he did. Together with my siblings. Actually, Adila and I are the only surviving Delverics. All the others were murdered.
Oof. What happened to your family? Never heard of other Delverics except for you. Sorry to hear that.
No need to be. But I appreciate the thought, so thanks. In a sad way, a part of me is actually glad everything happened the way it did back then. It made me into a man, and it showed me what kind of characteristics have a tendency to drastically shorten one's life.
Such as?
Stubbornness. My father was a judge in the tribunal, you know. He was a hard man, who at least, after our mother died while giving birth to Adila, lived for only one thing: his principles. Justice knows no compromise. That was his great creed. No matter who stood before him in court, my father treated them all the same. Damien Delveric, the epitome of justice.
Sounds like he had an extreme way of seeing things.
Yes, an extreme attitude for an extreme man. One day, the son of a highly regarded Archer Sublime stood before the 12 judges of the court.
A waste of points.
He had murdered 2 whores, made them happy, as he called it, and it was obvious that he didn't feel so much as a hint of remorse.
Congratulations
You know,
on your waste of points.
The ones who think that money and power entitle them to anything they want.
I put those in there because Megan watches so much of the stream that she's got like almost like a billion points or something like that at this point. And so she's just like, I can't use them all. Like, I can never keep up with it. And I was like, then I'll just make some point wasters.
Of course you can. 11 of the 12 judges voted for a verdict of not guilty, because they knew Valenzio's father was influential within the Relata. Only my father, of course, remained unshaken. 1 week later, our manor was robbed by 4 masked men who killed
I actually need to
everyone.
get more water.
Servants,
I don't have any
guards,
water left in my cup.
2 older brothers. All of them. Officially, they were bandits, who just happened to be running around with blades made of shadow steel. My sister and I only survived because we had snuck out for one of our expeditions. Ironic, isn't it?
If you can think of good uses for points, let me know. I might up the hydrate limit as well, because 100 seems relatively low considering how some people have like several 100,000. I might just up the point totals for all of my things.
It was the only logical consequence of my father's actions. And what good did it do in the end? None. As we speak, Valenzio's enjoying himself in some brothel, with 2 whores and a bowl of grapes. But you see, there's no point in being angry about this.
But thank you
know
for
why?
keeping me alive.
Because this is just how the world works. There's no divine
Spooky
justice, no system through which it's decided who lives and who dies. There are decisions and there are consequences. That's it. This is also why there's absolutely no point in fighting for ideals.
Yeah, I made that a very,
the
very
greater
high
good,
point total,
or
if I remember
whatever else you
correctly.
wanna call it. First of all, because no one will thank you for it, and second, because people are stupid. That's the one universal rule that there is to this world. No matter how much you try to accomplish something, in the end,
5K.
stupid people will
Yeah.
destroy all you've achieved with no more than a snap of their fingers. Fight for the moment, and the moment only. Because unlike everything else, you can be certain of its truth.
What you're saying is basically that you think your father should have done what? Nothing? To break it to you, but your father did the right thing. People are stupid. Isn't that a little generalized? Right. Probably was about promoting his ideals than real justice.
Absolutely. If he had wanted to see this snob die so badly, there would have been other ways. Poison, an accident, a hired killer, just a hint of common sense. That's all he would have needed. But, of course, none of that would have conformed with his sacred principles. Adila and I were still young when all this happened. A friendly family took us in, and my sister joined the Order of the Apothecary in the Frostcliff Mountains. But since then, we haven't been able to speak to one another. She raised a wall of ice around herself, so to speak, and fled into old family books and memories. But, anyway, enough about me. You're an orphan too, aren't you? How come? You never told me about that.
It's a long story. Where should I start?
You told me that the Creator's temple in Ostian had something to do with it, but what exactly happened?
Even I don't actually really know, I don't think.
Dreams. Yeah. I've had my share of nightmares too. There was this one that plagued me for years. I'd be in some kind of hall, almost like a temple. only that there were benches and aisles like in a courtroom. My father sat on the judge's dais, but he was a corpse, and all the spectators in the jury looked like him. Anyway, there was
I had a
this
weird dream this
grotesque
morning.
trial scene where the
I had a
accusers
dream
were
I was back in
accusing
my
him
old
of
childhood home
It
in
always
Mississippi,
ended with his skin
but
breaking off like
I was going to high school.
pretty messed up. I know.
But I was actually Drake Bell from the hit Nickelodeon TV show Drake and Josh, and I needed to get my boating license. Like, that was as common as getting a driver's license.
But anyway, enough of this gloomy talk for now. We should get some rest. We've
That's
still
all
got a
I
long
actually
ride
remember
ahead
from
of
the
us.
dream, was just those things.
I don't say this often, but I like working with you. You're okay. You really are. Good night. Rise and shine, my friend. We have arrived. How'd you sleep?
How one feels after discovering one's own corpse. The whole thing in the temple, like it. Fine. How long have we been
I
traveling
fell
for?
asleep too, but it must have been 7 or 8 hours at least. Very interesting machine, this undertrain. Come on, let's take a look outside.
He walks so slow. I am pretty much at my weight limit, so I won't be able to pick up a whole lot of stuff. I do want to see if these hammers are worth anything, because the bloodstained hammers are some of the higher value things in my inventory right now, aside from things that I've made myself. And I want to see what they're made of, like disassembling wise, because I might be able to turn them into a good weapon or something.
Seems someone has prepared a welcome for us.
Just a bunch of weak ones. Where are the ones shooting arrows? Oh, there they are.
Way too easy.
Yeah, that is a lot of very, very weak fleshless ones.
Huh?
Oh, no, that's not what I need to tow. So we were able to ride the undertrain here, and I assume Jaspar has a scroll to get us back. Only one place to go, though. We got to get up and out of here. Well, we got to find out where up and out of here is. I was searching through the internet and remembering style of fighting is this what you're talking about? Let's see, I'm pulling it up. Yeah, like an arming sword. Like an arming sword, and that's kind of it's like a middle of a tower shield and a kite shield. That's the size of a tower shield, but it's more of a kite shape. A tower shield itself is basically just like a giant wooden door that you carry on your arm. Oh, maybe this is where we're supposed to be going. Yeah, this is definitely where we're supposed to be going. Let me eat some crusty bread. Let's see here. How is my arcane fever right now? 12. I think I've got a 12, don't I? Yeah. Drink a 12. Drink some wine. And a fungi. And boop. Boop. And reattach Spellbreaker. Okay. Bunch of panthers. Where the fuck are you going, Spar? Find the panthers. There's some beefy panthers. Look how fucking chunky those panthers are. Birds! Die. Die. Fire finches. Up. Skyrim feels weird So Skyrim does not have to feel weird in third person if you're playing on controller, but the way that keyboard and mouse controls feel makes Skyrim feel very strange in third person. But when you're just fighting or moving around, you're actually pretty okay to be in third person. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. Follow where the cursor is and use that anyway. You'll be fine. Oh, where are we fighting? Where are we fighting? Some lost ones followed us. Spar has definitely upgraded his weapons repertoire, though. When we first started this campaign, he was using a... When we first started on this journey, he was using a pair of iron daggers. Oh, hello, Panther. Whee! Holy shit, I launched that thing. Where am I supposed to be going? Supposed to be following Jaspar.
Well, I'll be damned. This is Half Moon Isle. I can't believe it. And I guess that camp over there belongs to Terranor Korek.
Let me check that image. You see here? Okay, yeah, like a kukri and a tomahawk. So you're very similar to Jaspar's fighting style, then.
That way we'll still have a chance if they catch one of us. Here, this is your plate. I'll try going in from the east. You should go in from the west. And don't get caught, or try to play the hero, alright? Considering that we're up against an entire army, that's a bad idea, even for someone with your abilities.
Where should I place my plate?
Anywhere inside the camp. But of course, an officer's tent, or maybe even Korek's, would be ideal.
Understood. Let's go.
We'll meet again here by sunrise.
I'm supposed to be going this way. That's right. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly stealthy. That was never in my repertoire. Also, not to mention, I've got a giant dude following me. I'm a tall person, but I've got long legs, and I'm a very fast runner, so I think agility is in your department. Fair enough. I'm big and stalky, so I would prefer being more ingrained. How do I get around these guys? I think I have a couple of potions of invisibility.
And if they refuse?
Then it means war. The gods have befouled the world with their ignorance long enough.
You know, That would mean the deaths of thousands of innocents.
Son, no idolizer.
Yeah, I already know these rune things. Rune Mace of Arcane Wrath. Yeah, those are gonna weigh me down. So let's see here. What am I carrying that I don't need to be carrying? Woodcutter's Axe, don't care about. Steel stuff I don't care that much about.
Innocent. Religions are ideologies, and an ideology is a decision. Subjects who don't rebel against their tyrants are at least as guilty as the tyrants themselves. But let's see what's going to happen. Who knows? Maybe that old fool Aranthial will listen to reason. For once in his life.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, going up and around. Alright, yep, let's see here. Do I have potions of invisibility? I thought I did, but maybe I don't. I do, I have 4 invisibility potions. It's only 8 seconds though. Damn. Invisible again. But hey, it got me to this rock. Yeah, I'm easily detected. There's no way I'm doing this. Honestly speaking, my best bet would literally be to take my armor off. Because I think it's what's making me super loud and easy to see. Would there have been? Yeah, because I could have been increasing my sneak, but I don't have sneak. Sneak allows you to move unnoticed and to ambush your enemies. Sneak is subject to the memories of the infiltrator. Yeah, just not my strong suit on this character. Like, I could have taken the learning points and gotten it, but I just didn't. I never thought that I would need to have a significant amount of sneak skill on this character. There's the camp. This seems to be some sort of ancient ruin. I hear the whisper of a soul nearby. Oh, cool. Secret compartment. But I'm not a phantasmalist anymore, so that does me no good. What am I supposed to be doing right now? Position the silver plate in the Niramis encampment. Another ice claw. Don't mind if I do. It's like Payday 2 and carrying a Gatling gun into the bank. Kiss your stealth goodbye. Because let's face it, you can't conceal carry a motherfucking Gatling gun. Barricaded. No chance. I have to search another way into the camp. I wonder if maybe those ruins over there will lead in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe see if those ruins back there actually let me in. I bet they will. I think I still have the Net of Souls skill, though, despite having... Wait, no, I don't. Never mind. Because I refunded my memories as the Phasmalist. I just wasn't using it, and it was costing me a lot of... It was costing me a lot of my arcane might.
Look at that. The urchin child who just won't stop struggling.
Okay. Talking bear. You trying to be intimidating? You'll have to try harder. First a dream, now these animals. Why the puppet play? Afraid of talking to me face to face?
Afraid? You amuse us, you know. How you refuse to give up. How you keep on fighting, even though deep down you know your struggle is futile. But still, you have come a long way. You have ignited the sigil stone, and you have found the beacon. And this, urchin child, this amuses us. Because nothing is more entertaining than a harvest which fights back. It makes things so much more exciting. So here's our offer, Prophet. Ask us.
Gatling, are you just excited to see me?
And we swear to answer truthfully. Or you can leave. It's up to you. That's up to you to decide. Come on, urchin. Ask or leave. In the end, you and your people will burn anyway. But sometimes, even the hope for deliverance alone has its merits.
Okay. Why me? Why did I become an emissary? What does it read?
It's just what you think it is. A weapon that allows you to bring an end to all this.
Then shouldn't you be afraid?
Fear, hate, joy. You assume we are thinking in human terms, Prophet. Yet, a true deity is more than a simple human able to throw fireballs, as your late Lightborn were. A true god is a state of being, and its existence alone forms reality according to its will. There were so many before you, and so many have found the weapon, yet still we exist, and the cleansing is imminent. What does this tell you?
That you're powerful.
Indeed, we are powerful, and we always will be.
Why did I become the emissary?
We know what you want to hear now. That you are special, that you have always been. But this is not true. You have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. And the truth is, you make our task easier. You are weak.
Are there enemies here?
They want to destroy the beacon. Amusing, isn't it? They are doing our work for us.
Well, if I know that, then... But why? Do they know about the cycle?
Yes, but they are naive. They believe that the cleansing is a good thing, and that we, the High Ones, have come to raise humanity to a higher stage. Evolution. That is what they call it. Just as the lizard became a dragon, and the bird became a miner.
I took on 3 giants so far.
Thinks he is one of the emissaries, just like you.
He thinks he is? Is he one of the emissaries?
No, and neither is the old Aronthio. Korak considers himself a savior, chosen to guide humanity to a glorious future. But he does not understand that he is a victim of his own pride. We have never appeared to him like we did to you. You are the only figure of significance in this game, Prophet.
And this is what you want? To raise us to a higher level?
Are you so blind? We are the envoys of determination, the constant of being, before which time itself bows down. The dream of one long dead, which is about to become reality, and that will lead you to your doom. Very well. Now Shu, continue your vain search, and forgive us for the pain.
Now!
Ow.
My lord, he is awake.
Splendid. May I introduce you? To your left, there's Samael, my bodyguard, master of Ostian's arena for decades. And to your right, there's Blade Master Alma Sordan, the most gifted sword fighter of Nerim's North and commander of my troops. Furthermore, there's an entire garrison of elite soldiers outside. So,
it's just a black screen.
Stupid. I want to talk to you, face to face, as civilized people do.
Oh, I just love civilized people, especially when they start conversations by knocking someone down, tying them up, and blindfolding them. Okay, so that's why the screen's black. Okay. Do I even have a choice?
Not really. By the way, we have captured your friend as well. He's in a tent up in the camp, and we will compare your stories, so you'd better stick to the truth. Samael, take off the blindfold. Well then, I am Taranor of Korek's blood, former ruler of Kabiet, and now representative of the free peoples of Nerim, which you undoubtedly already knew. Who are you?
You people of Nerim?
That is who we are, yes. The civil war is over, and Nerim is once again united, free of tyranny and false gods. We don't follow a monarch anymore, and we do not pray to any idols, unlike people in this country. But we digress. Who are you?
Paladin.
I see. And who sent you? And why?
Well, aren't you just going to kill me
Actually,
anyway?
no, I won't. Contrary to what you might believe, I am no butcher, and I don't kill for the fun of it. And even though I cannot guarantee you will survive this night, I promise that cooperation will increase your chances drastically. So, who sent you?
The Holy Order. They want to know why you're here.
Just as I suspected. And how exactly?
My lord, I think you should see this.
Of course. We have taken the liberty of stripping you of your belongings. If you'll excuse me for a moment, please. A silver plate. I see. They were sent to spy on us.
Then let's kill them.
No. He was honest, and I am a man of my word. And actually, you have done us a favor. We can use the plates to present Aranthiel with our offer, without putting ourselves in danger.
What? How? What are these plates?
Old artifacts of the Pyreans. Their magic works like a sort of ear conch. Sounds are transferred from one plate to the other. And I strongly suspect that at this very moment, Taelor Aranthiel and Norathel's traitorous heirs are gathered around the counterpart, waiting for someone to activate this plate, aren't they? Samael, do you know how to use these plates? Excellent. Then activate it. I will talk to old Aranthiel. Let's hope that he will listen for once in his life. Otherwise, this will end in disaster. Tealor Aranthiel. I know that you are there and that you can hear me, so why don't we just stop playing games? As you wish, Grand Master. You can keep quiet, but you should be aware of who's going to pay for your arrogance.
Haven't you had enough war by now? After 2 decades?
2 decades of war that were necessary because your gods suppressed the people. Or would you deny even this?
Is that why you wanted to talk to Eric? To throw around accusations?
No, that's not what I wanted. We are talking because I want to give you a chance. We know that you are fighting the High Ones, and that you're trying to reconstruct the beacon in order to stop them.
Which makes perfect sense, since the cleansing means the end of all life. Don't you agree?
No, I don't. And if you even remotely understood who the High Ones actually are, and what they represent, you wouldn't either. They are evolution, the ascendance of humanity to a higher level.
What?
Let's just face the facts for a moment. There's no evidence that the cleansing, whatever shape it will take, will be violent. Yes, the Pyreans are gone, but how do we know they've not just simply gone to another place? That they've transformed? The High Ones are not our enemies, Aranthiel. They are the next step of evolution, the envoys of our purpose. That we might
except we know that that's
more
not
than
true.
the simple-minded creatures we've been during the past millennia. This is what the cleansing actually is. Don't you understand? It's the moment when humanity is relieved of its vices, united, reaching a higher level of existence.
That's absurd.
To you, it might sound that way, but I have seen it with my own eyes. Ever since the gods departed, the High Ones have sent me dreams in which I can see the future, and it's glorious. It's not our destiny to stay human, Aranthiel. With their help, we will be gods, true gods, not the idols you have worshipped. It's the truth, whether you accept it or not.
By the... people are dying, Koarek. There's war all over Veen. The dead are rising from their graves, and people are killing each other for no apparent reason. Whatever you have dreamed, does this look like some kind of ascension to you?
I know about the red madness, but has it ever occurred to you that it follows a pattern as well? That it only befalls certain people?
Whom?
People whose thinking is in shackles. People whose minds are not free, and who are superstitious and ignorant. Such as the people in your country, to whom you have denied the truth about their gods.
What? Are you saying that the red madness only affects religious people? People who still believe in the Lightborn?
Yes. Religiosity is a pattern of thought that favors irrationality over reason. Someone who thinks in these patterns is simply not ready for the advancement, and the red madness is simply a way to sieve them out. A natural selection, if you will. That's also why you are not affected by
When do I get a
Aranthiel,
chance to talk?
because you
I need to
know
talk to
that
these
what
guys.
you and your order fought so hard to keep up over the years were lies.
This is nonsense. There have been cases of red madness in the Order too, and we have seen what the cleansing will bring us in the dreams and in their chronicles, and it has nothing to do with some kind of ascension. Just listen to yourself, Koarek. You talk like a mad prophet. Is that what you want to be?
You react just as I expected. Very well then. Will you at least hear our offer?
Speak.
The cleansing has to happen, and we, the free peoples of Nerim, will make sure that it does. We will not allow your backward thinking to keep humanity from advancing, as it has done for centuries. Therefore, if you don't want a war, you will stop rebuilding the beacon, and you will tell your people the truth about their gods, so that then they, too, can ascend when the time has come. You've said it yourself, Aranthiel. This world has had enough war. Spare it yet another one.
I would if I could. But if these are your demands, then no.
Then we will have to force you. This means bloodshed, Aranthiel, and innocents will die. And all because...
This conversation is over.
Bloody fool. Alma, prepare the attack. He asked for it.
Yes, my lord. What will happen to the prisoners?
The spies. Right. We're at war now, and this means you're my enemies. But as I said, I am a man of my word, and so I'll leave your fate to chance. Samael, put him to sleep, and then put him and his friend on a raft. If they survive, so be it. If not, fair enough.
Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't put me back here. Don't put me back in the dream. I don't like it in here. This was from the beginning of the game. Hello, Father.
Well, well, look who's here. How are you doing, silly? Still on the search?
And I think I know where to find
Is
it.
that so? Honestly, I find that a little hard to believe. But I guess you know what you're doing, don't you? You always did. Come on, let's go inside. I prepared a little surprise. Or should I say a big one? I suppose that depends on how you look at it.
I'm not ready for whatever surprise you have prepared, but you're very clearly messed up in comparison to the last time I saw you.
Ta-da-da-da! Look who I dug out. It's Mother and little sister. Aren't they beautiful?
Aren't we beautiful? Aren't we beautiful?
But I suppose what we dead people do doesn't concern you now, does it, my child? Because you are important now. Ha! Can you believe it? He's important now. He is chosen.
Chosen. Chosen.
But you know, I think you've forgotten something amidst all this ballyhoo of prophecies, cleansings, and beacons. That you are weak. You are pathetic. You are worthless. And you are weak. That's what you were back then. That's what you are now.
If I'm weak, then how did I kill all of you?
Always be. Saving lives? You? Ridiculous. But then again, maybe we do you wrong. So why don't you just tell us? Why you? Why should you, of all people, be the solution to the problem? Why should you be able to prevent something that has happened to mankind for thousands of years? You!
Oh no.
That's right. You don't know. Because you are a stupid, dirty brat. A murdering, stupid brat and nothing else. See? You did it again. You made me unhappy. You made me curse. And cursing is a sin. Don't you understand? I'm only trying to help you to see. This is not you, don't you understand? You are not yourself. And deep down inside, you know it as much as I do.
You know it. You know it.
So, tell me, silly, why is it so hard for you to just let go? Your place is here, in the realm of the dead. So just let yourself fall. It only hurts in the beginning, you know? Then it's like falling asleep. Please, my child, we miss you so much. Little sister wants to play with you again.
Play with you. Play with
And the two of us, we could go hunting again, like back in the old days. Find ourselves a nice deer, and then have a good, juicy piece of meat for dinner. But do you even listen to me? Hey, you're not supposed to leave yet. You're already here. So why don't you just stay? Please, child, stay with us. 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 Stay with us.
Oh, I think I heard Jaspar say "stay with me" at the very end there.
Can you hear me? Wake up! Bad dreams?
This is more than a raft.
Anyway, it's over now. And we're lucky we woke up at all. That raft Korak put us on was about as seaworthy as a paper
Okay.
ship. But thank the sun, that fisherwoman over there took us in. She's headed for Duneville, and we should arrive soon.
How long have I been
A
out?
couple of hours. That spell Korak's mute buddy put on you must have been quite a doozy. They felt a blow to the back of the head would suffice for me. Guess I was the lucky one.
I see. Did you hear what happened around the Uncoric's conversation?
That guy should really go easier on the bottle, if you ask me. But it seems that the thousands who follow him see things differently. As if the High Ones alone weren't threat enough. Now they have a self-proclaimed messiah to back them up. That's just peachy.
Not sure I've understood what this Korak wants from us to destroy the beacon. So that means war, the Dermies will invade Enderal.
I'm afraid so. According to the fisherwoman, the first of Korak's battleships have already arrived near Duneville. It'll take them a while to get the rest of their fleet over here from Narim, but still. Enderal isn't ready for this. Not at all. Most guards haven't tried their weapons on anything other than training dummies. Or at the most, bandits. In other words, we're screwed.
So what now?
Well, I guess first of all, we should be grateful we made it out alive. I bet that if Korak would have known your role in all this, we'd be as dead as doornails by now. Once we arrive in Duneville, we should get back to Ark as soon as possible. I'm sure Arenthiel and the others have already written us off as dead. I suggest you ask the fisherwoman how much farther it is to the village.
What about
Well, I
you?
suppose first of all I'll go get my pay. Regardless of what transpired, we fulfilled our mission. After that, I don't know. War is an entirely different story, and ending up beaten to a pulp with a damned warhammer certainly isn't on my priority list.
Gonna run for it?
Maybe. The Order might be powerful here in Enderal, but compared to Narim's army, it's a joke. And maybe... On the other hand, if we don't manage to stop the cleansing from happening, it won't make a difference if I'm here or on Calais. Oh, my, what did I get myself into? I feel like a bloody marionette in a goddamn play.
Fixing up a bowl of ramen. Nice. Prefer to have you helping us fight Narim rather than on a beach in Calais, if that's worth
It
anything.
is. Even though the Calais beach would probably be better for my health than joining your cause. Enemy invasions, mysterious corpses. You seem to attract trouble wherever you go, as we've seen more than once now. You know, there's one thing I just couldn't get out of my head since all this started. Does mankind deserve to be saved? I mean, have we as a species really made this world a better place? What have we accomplished apart from bloodbaths and wars in the name of the true gods or the right way to see things? And even now that we have a common enemy, we fail spectacularly to pull together. That's pathetic somehow, isn't it? Just pathetic. Heck, I sound like the biggest cynic alive. Let's stop here before it gets any worse. Go talk to the fisherwoman.
Are you okay, by the way? You
You're
seem
really
kind of troubled.
curious, aren't you? But yes, there is something that troubles me apart from the obvious. It's my sister.
Mila, what about her?
Well, I told you that we haven't talked much since, you know, since the thing with our family happened. A couple of moons before we met, I wanted to change that, and I went to see her at the League of the Apothecary in the Frostcliff Mountains. But she was gone, just like that, and no one knew where she went. It's been troubling me for quite some time now. It's probably nothing, but still, I'm worried.
Humans really held this place. Who is the fisherwoman, though?
Ah, you're awake. How are you? No offense, but you look battered.
Not bad under the circumstances, I suppose. Thank you for saving us.
Don't thank me. I only did what every other path-abiding citizen would have done as well.
I fully expected
Your
this to be the
friend,
lady with the
he
shrouded
told me about
head.
the Naramis. War. I have trouble believing it.
In any case, you should be prepared. Chances are they will attack the coastal villages first.
Oh, how very reassuring to hear that. But I guess we're well off in Duneville. As long as they don't break through the cavern gate, there's no way they can get inside the town. Of course, that doesn't apply to the plantations and mines. Oh, blazes. Such chaos. Those bloody Naramis. Nothing is sacred to them anymore, is it? For millennia, there was peace between the lands of the civilized world. And now this. They're heretics, if you ask me. No more and no less. They should be hung from trees, all of them. Anyway, I guess it's best if you rest a little more. As I said, you look as though you need it. I'll wake you up when we arrive.
I was fully expecting that to be the veiled lady from the beginning of the game, but it wasn't.
I do our best. I didn't think I'd ever say this, but right now I'd give a lot for the Art Guard to be here instead of these Duneville watchdogs. At least they know how to wage a war. In any case, you should get back to the Sun Temple as soon as possible and show those Naramis bastards whose country this is.
We will. And again, thanks for your help.
Don't mention it.
So, we should be back within range of the teleport runes. I'm gonna head straight back to the temple. See you there.
Aye, I told you. I never got how that imbecile made it to captain. Did you say anything about what we can do about that?
This place is kind of cool.
Downfall started over. Their lives became depraved. And once they're unburned,
No, this is what I need. Estuary of the Powder Cliff.
More scum coming every day. Blazes. Where's this supposed to lead us? There's not room for so many people.
The Duneville is it an actual city in the water, or is it Powder Desert? I guess Duneville is that giant cave. That's kind of cool. An entire city inside of a rock.
I won't repeat myself. Sod off.
I will not. I paid a fortune to anchor here, and you will tell me what has happened. Or
what?
Or I'll let the Ark Guards know about this.
Good luck with that. Now bloody get out of my sight.
What?
Let's go, love. This isn't worth it. Didn't you hear what
Move along.
This is done.
What happened here?
None of your bloody business. Sod off.
Come to Gog. Let me help
How
you.
selfless of you. But we got this under control. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't exactly have high rhetoric yet. I was working on it, but I don't have high rhetoric yet. This place has seen better days. Yikes. Guess that's it though. This is down in the Powder Desert. I haven't actually even gone anywhere inside the Powder Desert before. And I won't stay here for long because we're going to use the return spell. How many species of fish can you name, not including the sharks? Not many. Let's see here. Salmon, cod, catfish, bass, dab, olive flounder, sunfish,
Can I help you?
I guess, do stingrays and manta rays count as fish? There's a polefish, eels, a lot of different eels. I guess you could technically, if you wanted to get into it, there's like, don't forget tuna and mackerel. Yeah, tuna and mackerel. Krill. I don't know if that counts as a fish. Honestly, a lot of the fish that I know at this point, I'm basically just going through my list of like, what fish have I caught at Animal Crossing? No, none of this is coming from just like actual memory. This is all just like shit that I've caught in Animal Crossing. Because I could have gone down the list and been like, oh, you know, there's oh really? They're just iron ingots for the blood wart. Okay, they're not even worth breaking down then. It's better off that I sell them.
Well, there comes a point when you just have to live with it.
There's the coelacanth as well.
Looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Let's see here. I'll just sell you those warhammers because I can't do anything with them. And yeah, I'll sell these rune maces as well. Because while they technically deal more damage when they have that, I still think that my summoned sword is better. Sardine. I'm keeping Spellbreaker. Not selling that.
Come again.
How may I be of service?
My sir?
Good. I should have a bunch of other stuff in here. Now that I have Spellbreaker, I really don't need the Rune Shield anymore. I think maybe the Rune Shield has a higher... Oh no, they're even, and that's when the Rune Shield is Exquisite. The heavy that my other shield isn't. I don't think I can because it's a enchanted, but you know. I'm starting to think this is funny. Boo. And then Spectral Chest.
What blessed, my sir?
I got a lot of rune stuff. Most enemies that I fight now carry rune gear. Which means I'm just carrying around a lot of malachite at this point. Barracuda. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why the Doonville Steel Sword is even a thing. It's not that good. Steel,
anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
a rune dagger, malachite ingots, steel ingots, and spare parts. I haven't actually gotten the ability to make any other rune weapons. I could make a rune curse, and that would be worth a lot. Might as well, actually.
Delicacies.
Hello.
Because if I can only make one of something, I might as well make the most expensive version of that thing that I can.
Hammers, that looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Morales Plesi, my friend.
I've got a lot of malachite, but I don't have a whole lot of steel, so I can't do a whole lot with the malachite that I've got.
From this day on, there's...
That's my biggest problem right now, is I've gathered up a lot of really good oh yeah, the blobfish. From what I understand, so the blobfish, and like everybody's like, oh yeah, look how ugly this fish is. That's because it is not designed to exist this high up on the surface. The blobfish itself is actually not that blobby in its base form. The blobfish looks that way because it has been dragged up onto land when it shouldn't have been. If it were still in the ocean, it would still look like a regular fish. Like, it just looked like a regular fish, like kind of a boring looking thing. But because we pulled it up on land and made it, and like kind of like forced it here, it turns into that weird blobby form. Without its, but if it were in its original environment with more pressure on the body, it would shape it to the shape of an actual fish. It's just that for some reason, we... Yeah, it's a deep sea fish. Yeah, the blobfish was actually a deep sea fish, and it's only a blob because it's on land where it doesn't have the other pressure holding it together.
Who are you?
Holy city. A miracle has happened. A miracle that...
I picked up an adept book, I believe, of heavy armor at one point, and that's a good one for me to use. I've already developed the skill too well to benefit from this book. Okay, so I'm now at 50 in alchemy.
Vegetables, bread, fresh from the oven. Sure, take a look.
Let's see here. I want to sell you that and the light book because I'm not going to use it.
Walk blessed.
Let's see here. Grim leather cuirass is what I typically make. That's the best
Hungry for arcane
thing.
secrets? I have books.
Do you have a pickaxe? Because I accidentally disassembled mine.
Soldier.
I could really use a pickaxe. Yes, you do. Cool. That's mine now. I screwed up there and accidentally sold mine. Okay, let's see here. Medium backpack, magic imbued robes, Pyrean armor, rune armor, silver steel stuff, Starling Boots, and Curious Handicraft 40. So that's new. I'm probably not going to need the boots because I've got other stuff. Starling gauntlets, helmet. Got Curious, helmet, and gauntlets, which I think are the three things that I need because I'm not going to be making boots. And I'll pick up the Starling Sword as well because that might end up being better than my summon sword. We'll see. I need to figure out what it takes to make those things first.
Hello.
Oh, the metal from an ancient nation. Or malachite, steel, metal of an ancient nation, spare parts, and moonstone. So a lot of stuff goes into them, but that would be the next armor type. And I actually have a lot of metal from an ancient nation.
Hello. Walk blessed.
Oh yeah, anglerfish. There's actually a couple of different types of anglers, like the football fish. Football fish is an angler. An angler is like a type of fish. I want to collect all of my things. Because I think that actually means that I've got everything that I need to make that armor. Because that requires malachite, moonstone, and a Starling Sword is 31 base damage.
Hello.
I am missing steel ingots. Damn. Well, let's see here. I can probably still get my hands on that. I just have to either buy steel gear from this guy or buy iron and corundum or possibly steel ingots from this guy.
The best for looking for steel. Everything for the path abiding soldier.
Let's see here. If I'm able to get corundum ore, iron ore, not a whole lot though, not that much. 10. And then regular steel ingots I'll also buy. That's just about all of my money, but I should now be able to make some Starling stuff. What am I missing to make the helmet? More steel. Okay, well, I can get steel. That's not hard.
Looking for steel, I can provide.
Steel should actually be relatively easy to get my hands on, in all honesty. I've just been negligent in collecting things for steel. I can actually smelt down ore, though, because I've got some steel. I've got corundum and iron to make steel.
Hello.
Now I can make my Starling helmet. What damage does my sword produce? My bound sword is how strong? It's 34. So if I am to make a Starling sword, if I make a Starling sword and then grind it on the grind wheel to make it exquisite, I wonder why I never made that exquisite. That makes it 35, which puts it over my other one. And that just uses metal from an ancient nation, which I've had forever. I've been hanging on to this metal from an ancient nation for forever now because it was always going to be useful eventually. But I can't enchant that because it's not as good for me. There's my new armor. Also, with that, I now no longer need to summon my, I no longer need to summon my sword. I can now use my sword regularly again. And it means that I can actually, I'll disassemble my steel sword, my steel silver sword, I think, just because having the extra ingots around would be nice. But that does mean that I can now sell my old rune gear. There we are. And while I'm at it, I will go ahead and buy the blueprint for the Starling Boots. Because if it turns out that they end up being worth it...
Come again.
Like, even if I do lose my set bonus from the Selena set. Heavy armor fortified by 8 points, increases melee damage by 2 points, increases your health by 14 points. Which would have been really cool early on, but I think if I can make a full suit of Starling armor, the Starling armor is going to be better for me overall. Because that's 28 armor without being exquisite versus 24 from that armor. So yeah, once I make it exquisite, it'll be even more worth it.
Anything for friends of path-abiding magic.
Oh, I don't need the grindstone. Whoops. I needed the... Get me out of here. Maybe over here on the workbench. Turning these Starling Boots into Exquisite Starling Boots. Even with the benefit to the heavy armor that I get from the set, it's not going to make up for the increase in armor value of the Starling Boots themselves. The Starling Boots themselves.
Put that.
Yeah, if I'm wearing this armor right here, my armor rating is currently 172. When I'm wearing that, it's 169. So, a 3 benefit, and I'm no longer bound to using a set bonus, which is nice. And I do still get to keep the wings, which increases my stamina by 10 points. Because there's no reason for me to stop using that. There we are, that's my full suit. And I could even have Spellbreaker equipped.
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk. Wow, nice sword.
I made it myself, kid.
Who are you?
Hammers, daggers, swords. Looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Oh. Good morning. And I will drink some water. Thank you for keeping me alive. And if I can get my hands on more,
Walk blessed, my son.
getting my hands on more of the metal from an ancient nation would actually not be too terribly hard to do at this point. So, making Starling gear might be my new moneymaker. Because so long as I can have a good supply of rune, like malachite and moonstone, I can make a lot of really good stuff out of that. And it doesn't require anything like silver or all this other extra bullshit that I have to carry around. And then let's go sell the rest of these gems to this guy.
Uh-huh. No, I just put them out for you to look at. Tell me what you
Ancient
need.
coins, emerald, flawless, garnets, ruby, sapphire, and these tongs, and this plate. All right. I don't use anything that actually requires soul gems anymore. I don't need to be carrying them around anymore. And I got a couple of spell tomes and some other stuff that I don't need. Over this lady.
Greeting. Sure, take a look. Walk blessed.
Where am I at with different things? I've got 19 learning points, so I could really boost up some skills if I have the money. Let's see here. What do I need to boost up at this point? I would guess I would say block. Where is my block at? It's at 20, yeah. I need to boost up block hard. Because that actually means it's only at 18, I think. Yeah, it's at 18, so 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I can buy 7...
Looking for everything.
I can buy 7 apprentice books.
Soldier.
Apprentice books for block. I can buy 7 of these. And then I can buy all of your adept block books with no issue. And I should be able to go through this. Yep. And that puts me at 0 learning points, but I now have 39 block, which is a big help. My class is Sinistra Keeper. You invest at least 10 points in 2 affine trees, you unlock a special class. Search the worlds for hints about these combinations. Current level. I'm currently level 22. I have 6 crafting points left over right now. What do I want to increase in my crafting right now? I'll be fine on handicraft for a bit. I'm going to increase my rhetoric. Because the higher my rhetoric, the better my skill is at leveling, or the better my prices are. Which means leveling up becomes easier because prices are not as big of an issue.
Walk bled all your heart could ever desire. Take a look.
I believe I need adept books in rhetoric at this point. Yeah, because I'm like level 30 something in rhetoric. But go ahead and just hand me all of those.
Light guide you.
Nope, I'm out of crafting points.
Come
okay,
back
cool.
if you find the time.
So that helps me out with my rhetoric. So I'm up to date on all of my learning until I level up again.
Important.
It's cool being in a full suit of new armor. Been a while since we've had a real upgrade.
The pathless never me's attacked our.
How's my heavy armor? It's at 41. Entropy's at 38. One-handed's at 35. Block is at 39. Mentalism is at 30. I've kind of spread myself a little thin, especially because I invested so many points into my two-handed skill. But
They have led their warships into our
especially considering I really don't plan on using it any further.
And it is not
But entropy will be useful skill, and I can still have sword and board. Which now, let's see here, we should be reorganizing my favorites categories. Let's see here. I don't need Mystical Sword favorited anymore because it's not as good as my actual sword. Oh, and I was going to break the Silver Steel Sword down into Moonstone. Because I still don't have a steady supply of Moonstone.
Hello.
I can get Moonstone from Silver. Oh. Nope. I can get Moonstone from Silver weapons, and I think that's what a lot of people are going to start carrying soon. But I can also get them from my Silver Steel stuff.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. A miracle has happened, a miracle that must have been, due to its sheer glory, brought forth by Malthus himself.
Right, let's figure out what we're doing. I don't have too terribly much longer today. It always feels like there's not enough time to get everything done in Skyrim. Like, I'm leveling up, I want to explore, I want to do a bunch of different quests, but simultaneously, like, there's only so much time in the day. Like, I still need to make potions, because I've got some potion material that I've collected. I still need to make potions, I still need to, just a lot of stuff, really.
Keep.
But it's a sign of a good game when there's always something more to do and you're always looking forward to the next thing that you can do. Because the worst thing that can happen in a game is when you start to sort of stagnate and you go, okay, well, I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do or what I want to do. Also, knowing that Thistle can be used for Ambrosia Potions means that that's actually a really nice thing to collect now. I haven't had to worry about my Arcane Fever to any serious degree in a while due to my alchemy. Like, when we first started the game, Arcane Fever was horribly, horribly dangerous. There was no way that I'd be able to do basically anything, because every single thing that I could possibly do felt like it was going to cost me Arcane Fever. between, you know, being able to actually collect potions and being like, okay, well, I've got potions, but now owning these potions does me no good because I can own 1,000,000 potions, but if I accidentally let my arcane fever hit 100, then I'm dead.
But that's ridiculous. We have to at least try to negotiate.
You know his demands. There's no basis for negotiation.
He has not seen what we have seen. The writings, the memories of the Prophet. If he just realized...
My dams, my sirs.
Shit. What took you so long? And where is Constantine?
That's a long story.
And those were his final words? I can't believe it.
Simply another victim of the High Ones. If we do not activate the beacon soon, he won't be the last.
Oh, right. The beacon. If it's activated, we'll simply glow the red madness away, won't we? Or maybe we could, for once in all this, do something that actually makes sense and focus our resources on finding an alchemistical or thaumaturgical solution to this problem, rather than trusting in a pile of scrap metal.
Oh, by the Prophet's ass, won't you just shut up for a minute? All day long you do nothing but babble, getting on our nerves, and nothing you ever say gets any closer to a fucking solution. So why don't you just shove off to one of the bathhouses? Go torture the washerwomen with your never-ending lamentations. That would be helpful for a change.
You will take that back.
Will I? Come here and make me. I'd be delighted.
Blasphemy.
Guard your tongue, wild mage, or...
Or what? Are you gonna kill me? That's what you do best, you and your fucking order.
Silence! You are angry, Lishari Pegast, and I understand why. But in the moment you let that anger destroy this alliance, Firespark's sacrifice will have been in vain. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
No. No, it isn't.
Good. I am tired of this endless bickering. We have a responsibility, and we will fulfill it.
Well said, Aranthiel. And how exactly do you think we are going to do that? Without the sources, the beacon is as worthless as a heap of rusty iron.
The chroniclers are on it, and they will find the answer. Novice, tell Commander Aaron to join us. We need to plan the defense of the land. You, Prophet, will come to me as soon as you have recovered. Now, let us get to work.
Please, Tilor, Jorik is right. A war with Nerim? This is
Gonna go ahead and take some of these things.
I know that it is.
Because I know that I can break them down into the actual things of the...
The beacon is all that we have.
Yes.
Hey, 30. That means that I get a new bonus, right?
We don't even know what this thing does, let alone if it will work. If you start a war only because of that damn machine, it means putting the lives of thousands at risk. Because of some vague idea. This is ludicrous, Taylor. It's entirely irrational. The man I knew
The
would
sun
never
be
have
praised you've made it.
Yes, because
Constantine. He didn't deserve this.
We're talking
It's
through a
just
wall.
Not fair.
They were always wrong. I will not let that happen.
No, it's not.
Someone is going to pay for it.
Seriously,
I'll see to that.
stop acting as if this
I have to talk to you as soon as possible. It's about the seal in that letter we found on the mercenaries in Old Rashengrad. I believe I'm onto something.
Sacrifices.
Really? Well?
Their client is from Enderal. From Ark, to be more precise. Let's not talk here, though. Meet me in the Dancing Nomad. I'll be in the first room upstairs, right at the end of the staircase. And hurry.
Very well. I'll meet you after I've spoken with...
Yes.
Good
See
deal.
you there.
Meet Aranthiel at the beacon.
Ew.
Optional, confront him about
I don't want to be
his
nosy, but
dispute with Truset.
is it true you were inside the
Truchessa.
memories of a dead Pyrean? That's incredible.
Before we start this quest, though, I think I've got another one that I'd like to work on. First off, Two Souls Part 3. Search for her in the temple. 'Cause now that I'm back, I can actually talk to her. Maybe see if something else comes of it.
Saira, good to see you. I heard about what happened on Half Moon Island. It's a wonder you and that mercenary made it back alive. But war, it just seems so unreal. How has it come to this? Now we not only have to fight these High Ones, but also some fanatic who thinks he knows best?
Nothing better than unnecessary war while poised to the brink of an extinction, is there? He seems so convinced that he's doing it right. It's almost as if the High Ones are using him.
If they are, then maybe we were foolish to think that the Red Madness is the only weapon at their disposal. Tell me,
First
Saira,
notes of this song
how
sound
is it
like they're
possible
from
that our
I Can't Help
beliefs about
Falling
what's
in Love
best
with
for
You.
mankind are so different? Why are we so eager to be at each other's throats?
I don't know that I know that song, or else I'd probably hear it too. Balance often seems like an easy answer, particularly if times are hard, like they are right now.
Suffering leads to more suffering. Yes, that makes sense. You know what I find so hard to understand? Why there are so few people who actually care. So few people who feel the need to change something like you and I do. There are moments I just feel so powerless. As if we all know that if we keep going like this, we're headed for a catastrophe. But instead of changing course, we just stand by and watch. Do you know the feeling?
I do, yes. But I stopped agonizing over it. Yeah, too well.
I thought so. Whenever I think about it, I find it so hard not to get angry. Take all those upper city snobs with their colorful garments and exotic perfumes. They could put all that money to such good use if only they wanted to, but no, they don't. Because they just don't give a damn about the poor. Sometimes I imagine going down there, grabbing one of them by the collar and dragging them down into the Undercity. And there I'd force them to see, just for once. But even that probably wouldn't help. I guess we only care about the things that directly affect us. Who fights against poverty if he's never suffered from it?
You do, and that's admirable.
No, it's not. It should be what everyone does. And once again, you've had to listen to another deluge of my whining. I guess I'm just not a person for pleasantries. Sorry.
It's alright. I just think you need someone to cheer you up from time to time. No need to be. I enjoy our talks.
Anyway, I need to make some preparations now. Master Bartar requested my support with something, and I shouldn't keep him waiting any longer.
I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to go down a romance route with her. There was a romance route for Jaspar very early on into his side quest. But let's see here. What else do I have? Our mark on the world. What is it? I could do Wanted in Arc now. I feel like I could probably kill Pack now.
I just does never change.
I'm definitely significantly stronger than when I accepted that quest. Where am I supposed to go, though? Troll named Pack currently inhabits the Glimlight Gallery. Up. Quest marker's up over this way. Whoa, way out in the middle of nowhere. I might as well just go to the Fogville Myrid Tower. That's actually ridiculous. But okay. I'll do it. Oh, right. I never finished organizing my hotbar. Hotbar? We should have, let's see here. Summon Soil Elemental and Divine Shield as 2 things, and Focus. In this, remove the Mystical Sword and Soil Elemental for now. Divine Shield. Focus. And Summon Soil Elemental. Our thing. Group 3 should be double Death Breath. If at all possible. I don't know that it actually, like, binds that way, but whatever. And then I should have Starling Sword and Spellbinder. As one. So F2 is my start a fight thing. Oh, and then while I'm using, I forgot to make one other adjustment. Rock Solid over here. And Devour Soul we'll put on this one.
That's the prophet.
F4 makes me pull out my weapons, and I have Rock Solid ready. F2 lets me pull these 2 guys out, and I have Focus ready. So I can then do this without costing me a significant amount of my mana. And F4 lets me pull out my weapons again. I'm good to go. I should work on getting a better version of Divine Shield. And I've got decent mentalism, so I could work on it and get it. And I should work on getting, I don't know that I'm going to get a better summon right now than the Soil Elemental, just because he's level 18 and I'm level 22. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to get my hands on a better summon right now. But if I can, that would be the goal. Is to get my hands on a better summon. I always forget that I should just be grabbing signposts, but I keep forgetting about signposts. Does this lead into the Noble's Quarter? Yeah, this is really what I want to go to anyway. Though I do need to head back to my house. Because I need to sleep before I can actually shop. This raid will still be faster for me to use return.
Sir.
Sleep the night off, head back to the Noble's Quarter, and see if there's any better shielding magic for me to use. Because as much as I have enjoyed the Divine Shield that I use, I would like a better one, and quite possibly I would like a better Mage Light as well. Because having Mage Light last longer would be useful, just for the sake of me having to cast it every 30 seconds.
Shackles of rust.
Greeted. Do you need a potion to refresh your stamina?
Oh, I've seen this face, so yeah. My wares it is you want to see. I promise you, they'll bring you glee.
Let's see here. Heals caster 18 points per second. Worsens your arcane fever by... Yep. By 0.5. The worsening of the fever can be lessened by the perk Mental Expert. See, that would have been a nice one to go down as well. Light magic, once I knew that I could be kind of okay. Some of these light magics are actually pretty good, but I didn't go down that tree. Death Breath, Detect Life, Divine Shield. Ooh, there we go. Divine Shield rank 3. Take that. And I'm assuming that there's no better summon spell for me right now. Spell wards. See, the spell wards are also something that, like, I've never done a good job of actually using spell wards in Skyrim, but, like, they can be really good. I've just never done it. But anyway, she did have a better Divine Shield, so that's useful. Costs 56 to cast, but it lasts a lot longer, and it's a better spell. Oh look, there's Pegast. She's just right there. Divine rank, Divine Shield though needs to be in here. So now when I have Divine Shield cast on me, my armor rating is at 283 now.
Yes.
So I'm now officially set up as a proper spell sword. I use magic to start a fight, but I don't need it to be a super high regeneration rate because I just need it to activate shield, activate my overshield, summon a dude, and possibly get Mage Light up, which I didn't see that she had any better Mage Light, so that's whatever. We need to head to the Myrid Tower next. So I'm going to fight, the only thing that appears in my head anytime that I think about it's Pack, but my brain just says Nuktuk. I'm like, I'm gonna go fight Nuktuk, the hero of the South.
Yes. Walk blessed. Sure. Where to?
Fogville. I haven't done a whole lot of exploration outside of the main quest line so far. But simultaneously, I feel like they've done such a good job with the main quest that I haven't felt the need to. If that makes any sense. I also meant to do that. Let's see here. Now that I've got a little bit more strength to me, let's see if I can actually fight these Vatir off. Man, the three of them still just really shred through your armor. Damn. Mortar barrel. Let's see if there's even anything worth taking from all of this. Can you even get inside this place, or is it just boarded up at this point? Well, I at least finally beat those Vatir after getting my ass handed to me by them before. And yeah, if I'm only using my magic to summon to do that, and then the rest of it is just swordplay, then I'm actually pretty good. Was that a level up? Hey, it is a level up. Let's take a stamina, because we haven't taken stamina in a long time. Keeping track of time, because I still need to shower. Yeah, we're doing a lot better job of actually surviving fights now. With slightly less reliance on my my actual magic, which is nice. I'm not exactly made of infinite magic. Absorbing health from the enemies is an easy thing to do. I assume I'm here. I assume it's maybe on the other side of all of this. Oh yeah, I probably needed to take that other runoff road up this way. Ooh, look at that. I haven't seen a big old statue like that before. Oh, that's what I look like when I'm all rock shelled up. That's cool. And you've got firm leather gear, and I like leather gear because it helps me with my stuff. Kinda wish some of y'all would have more steel stuff. Hey, speaking of, Steel Cuirass, Steel War Axe. Steel Cuirass, Rune Mace, Rune Shield. Iron Gauntlets. I'll take your Iron Gauntlets too. Because I could always use a little bit more iron as well. Though I do think that my best money maker at this point going forward is going to be
Traveler abad.
It also helps that I'm fighting guys that I believe are significantly under my level. I've just about filled up on enemy gear. I'll need to make a supply run. Yeah, that's fine because I can spectral chest, which is still not the best, but it's extra space. It's like an extra 35 or something like that, or 45 pounds worth of carry weight that I can shrug off essentially. That's got me in the clear there. So before we step in here, I'm gonna re-up my buffs. We're gonna walk into the Glimlit Gallery to face Pack.
Someone's out there.
I was hoping that I could maybe cut that line. That would have been cool. Like, I know that's not how this game works. I should have known that that's how this game, not how this game works, but would have been cool. I'll loot these guys on the way back out because I can still, Oh, ow. Oh, there you are. Oh, I got killed. That's not good. Shouldn't let that happen. I was hoping that I could kill one of them quickly and then devour the soul. That is not how it worked. Let's devour soul really quick. Get some mana back. That didn't have exactly a whole lot on him, but you know, every bit helps.
What? It's all you.
Where's my summon? Welcome back. Where are the enemies? Oh, that drops. Okay. Get rid of the mace wielder, and that's better than anything else. Alright. Well then. Like I said, I really can't do a whole lot of, Alright, that's still my... There's Pack. Way at the bottom. Let's Mage Light really quick. I need to be able to see where the hell I'm going. Like everywhere else that I have the ability to walk is now almost impossible to tell where the walkways are. I need to be able to read some of my soil elemental as well. Let's see here. Focus, drop down, summon, F4. Pack is dead. And I can now take this as a chance to gather up whatever I want. Oh, hey, look, here's Selena's Bastion. It's a shame that that armor's not super duper good. Yeah, that's gonna weigh me down too much. Does it sell for anything good? 460. But I need the Steel Cuirasses because they're what is going to get me a bunch of stuff. I don't need the Iron Sword as much. And maybe I have a Potion of Might or something that I can take really quick. Yeah, there we go. The cheap Potion of Might will get me through to at least getting back up to the surface. Ooh, and Moonstone. Should always take the chance to mine some Moonstone when I get the chance. Almost out of time, but I should be able to make it back, return this bounty. Return the bounty and dismantle some of this excess in time. Nemesis shoes. They're actually worth a lot. Oh, and I'm over encumbered now. Can I take that other rancid potion that I have and help? No, I cannot. It does not. It is not cumulative. Okay, well, it doesn't matter because what I really just need to do is I need to get to the top of this staircase, take all of the rune weaponry that the enemies are using, and I can walk right back out of here. Okay, well, I don't even have to walk right back out of here. I can walk out to the exit and then hit return, and magically I won't be in here anymore. gather up everything they're wearing, essentially, at this point. Anything is useful. Because I'm about to teleport out of here. And I can teleport while over encumbered. So there should have been at least like 2 or 3 more guys over here, even if I did reduce a bunch of them to puddles of ectoplasm. Okay, that should be it. So now I just have to painstakingly walk my way out of here. And I can teleport back to Ark, where I can dismantle all of this. Yes, I understand I am unable to run. There should be a couple of people out here that also have some stuff for me to take. Okay, that's the statue of Mara. Skyrim. I don't know where the other people are, so it's probably just a good idea for me to teleport already, because this is slow and not interesting to watch. But hold on, let me see what's back in this little corner here first, because it looks like there might be some loot for me to gather. That's a workbench. Alright, well, that's going to be what we gather, so let's go ahead and hit return. Because even when you're over encumbered, you can still cast return and teleport. Which is why it is superior to fast traveling, because you cannot fast travel while encumbered in base Skyrim.
Words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
Now the hard part is going to be that I haven't set I need to set my mark right next to the dismantle place down here. I might actually do that really quick. Just reset my mark location to being right in front of this dismantling place. Because that is where I will get all of my gear back, basically.
Don't see the fucking point.
Iron gauntlets, not the pickaxe. Leather arm protectors, firm leather cuirasses, leather shoes, rune shields, rune maces, rune swords, rune bows, rune warhammer. No. This is my Starling Sword, and I don't want to do that. Steel war axe, steel dagger, steel cuirasses. Yeah, because I'm currently in return mode. And just like that, I'm no longer over encumbered. Let's gather up all this other stuff that I had in here. Dismantle items. Iron gauntlets, leather shield, firm leather cuirasses, firm leather arm protectors, leather shoes, steel daggers. Okay, with everything disassembled,
Walk blessed.
head back over here to the secure chest. My specific things that I want to grab is I want to grab the Starling. Let's grab all the Starling stuff really quick and just see which one makes the best sellable. I also want to grab the Vagrant Saddle. Is that for a horse? I haven't even gotten a horse. And then I also needed leather. The firm leather cuirass, which I knew was the best version of that. And I also need to gather up all of the, let's see here. I'm putting that away, whoops. I actually need to gather up all of this stuff. Over encumbered again. However, I do that. I can still dump a couple of things in my inventory out. It's still not enough. Let's drop some of this goat meat stuff into it. Anything else that I could drop in there that I don't need on my immediate person? I'm sure I can drop just a bunch of meat in the thing and it would be fine. I just need it down for a second so I can actually go and craft.
Hammers, daggers, swords. The best from the Chilean archipelago.
So, Starling Boots can make 529. Starling Helmet is 584. 1 Moonstone Ingot, 6 spare parts, 2 Metal of an Ancient Nation, 2 Steel, and 2 Malachite. 1 Metal of an Ancient Nation instead for the boots, and it's only a minor difference in price. So I'm actually better off doing the boots. I assume, yeah, the cuirass is going to require Quicksilver ingots, which, while it's way more expensive, actually, it might be worth it to get the Quicksilver just to do that. But it requires 2 Moonstone ingots per. But it's only 1 Metal of an Ancient Nation, but I can get Ancient Nation metal faster than I can get Moonstone. 3 Malachite versus 2 Malachite. That's almost a $300 jump. I think it's worth it for the $300 jump. I just need to get a little more material together, but I can make a lot more money by selling that than I can my the boots. So I need to buy from you, sir. Here. Oh, it costs a lot of money to get Quicksilver ore, though. I think it costs more to get what I need than it does to. Each Quicksilver ingot makes up for itself overall, I think.
Come again.
Because it only takes 1 Quicksilver ingot to make the actual suit of armor. And if I'm carrying too much and I'm unable to run with those in my inventory, then I might as well pull out those things.
Looking for steel? Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
And we'll sell you. Block more damage with your shield. Heavy armor or fortified by 7 points. Increase health by 11. If only I had found that armor sooner, the set of Selena would have been great. It also looks really cool. Nemesis was never going to be good for me. And then back to you, sir, now that I've gotten a little extra money. Let me take some of that Quicksilver ore off of your hands. Quicksilver ore is not as worth it to me as the actual ingots, but we'll see. If I can convert it, then I can make more Starling chest plates, and more Starling chest plates means better everything. I also leveled up again, so I should have more learning points and crafting points. Yep. And a memory point. And it is about time for me to go soon. So I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna finish this, and then we'll be done. I don't really care for Bone Judge right now. I think I'm better off grabbing Sprint Thrust. Or quite possibly bypass defenses. Yeah, because bypass defenses means that when people are blocking and I'm hitting them with my sword, there's a good chance that I crit them anyway.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people.
Hungry for
Medal of an Ancient Nation is very easy to get my hands on. What am I missing now? Oh, Moonstone ingots and spare parts. Yeah, those were always going to be the limiting factors, but that's okay. Oh, I can also turn in my bounty. That was the other thing that I wanted to do while I got to Ark.
Seek, then come and take a good long...
Hammers, looking for steel. Everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Right, well, with all of that handled, my other moneymaker is I've got leather and I've got steel, so I could make some... Well, I don't know how much steel I have, to be honest, but I could make some firm leather cuirasses, is the other easy moneymaker that I have. They just require nails and spare parts.
Act sublime. Some people just don't know their place. How? Yes. Of course.
And those just aren't worth as much. They require a lot less resources, but they're not worth as much. But still.
Hello.
I'm able to produce a ridiculous amount of money by crafting like that. Oh, and I should do... I'm really out of time and I should go, but while it's still fresh in my mind...
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions. What do you think of friends of path-abiding magic?
On the Farmer's Coast and Doonville.
Let's see here. Alright, well that's all the potions I can make. Okay. I am definitely 100% out of time now, so thank you everybody who came to today's episode of Enderal. I am very much enjoying this game just so much. It has been an absolute joy since I switched over and started focusing my skills on, you know, a play style that I actually like. I've tried two-handed before. It is just not my style. I've never liked two-handed. I thought I'd give it a chance in Enderal, and it's just not, it's not going to work for me. But with all of that being said, I'm having a lot of fun with the game now. The story is interesting, significantly more interesting than anything Skyrim has ever produced. That's for sure. But that's going to be everything. I've been Paladin Null. This has been Enderal. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.